All right, tell me a little bit about what have you been working on your own game during this off season to be a better player this year? To say you were like maybe a year ago.
Yeah, this offseason I've really been working on my hands, just trying to catch as many balls as I can, staying consistent in my breaks, in and out of breaks, and yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this secondary group. Tell me about the bonding. Who's some of the leaders, vocal leaders, maybe leading by example?
Yeah, secondary as a group, like we have to be all in one. That's why we don't meet as corners and safeties, so we all meet together to stay on one page. We bonded real good. It hasn't been no problem so far, even though it's beginning of camp, but we bonded real good. I can say, I know I'm the leader of the DB group, but vocal leaders that are helping me along, because I mean, a leader always need help. So you got my safety, Tennyson, you got Will, you got Quad, some of the older vet safeties are more speaking up to the younger guys and keeping them on track. And yeah, it's been real good.
Describe your own game for people that are going to watch you play.
My own game, I'm going to be physical, I'm going to be tough. No receiver's going to catch the ball on me. I'm coming at every rep as this is my last rep, so everything's on the line. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of splash plays this year too, because I'm playing more free. I'm not playing more tensed up and robot. The game has more slowed down, so yeah.
UCF has a history of great secondary players that have played at the next level and everything. Is that something that inspires you?
Yeah. I want to be the next great corner, DB, that comes from UCF. I think the last one that came out was Richie Grant and Aaron, I don't know his first name, but I know they call him A-Rod here.
Oh, Robinson, yeah, Aaron Robinson, yeah.
So those two, they set it off, and we haven't had one in the last, I'm going to say, 2 to 3 years. So I think this is going to be the next year that I set it off, and we have a lot of other guys, younger guys and older guys, that are going to lead the next way, and I want every DB who comes to the great DB to wear 0. Just like they do at LSU, I want the same thing for UCF, because why not? You know what I'm saying? They might say UCF is a young, underrated school, but it's not what they advertise as, for sure.
Do you have a player you modeled your game after or you looked up to?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, I have a Jalen Ramsey jersey I wore the first day of fall camp. So, I mean, like, that's my mentality. I want to approach the game just like him. He's a dog. He's a dog. That's a real dog, and that's what I want to model my game.
That's a good one. He's as good as it gets. I mean, he's all over the field. Like, at times he'll be in the defensive line and causing havoc. You envision yourself that way?
Yeah. I want to move around like, some receivers, some good receivers we want to play this year, they're not just going to be stationary. They're going to move all around. They're going to motion all around, try to create matchups, and I don't want that for our team or our defense. If I want any great receiver to catch the ball on somebody, I want it to be me, because I know what my standard is for whoever I go against. So yeah.
Who are some players on the defensive side of the ball, and regardless of position, that has stood out to you that maybe some people are sleeping on?
I feel like a whole D-line this year have came and regrouped again. You got a lot of guys in that D-line room. Linebacker-wise, Deshaun Pace, what they call him, the Army Swift Knife, a guy that can use any everywhere. You got Ethan Barr, who one of our team captains, came in, showed great leadership throughout the summer, so it was a no-brainer why he was a captain. For secondary-wise, the whole corner room has did a fantastic job. I mean, I know everybody, going out to compete for a spot, but it's like they all been coming to show on the work. Same as safeties too, because I don't really want to try to point out certain guys, because I feel like we got a real good team this year with a lot of great depth. So it's not really nobody y'all going to see sleeping on. I feel like if anything, y'all would be the one, the fans would be the one to be like, oh, who's that guy, right? We already knew who he is because we trust him. We love all our teammates, so yeah.
What's Coach Roof brought to the room here for the defensive players?
No, Coach Roof brought the physical mentality, hard-nosed defense. That's what he wants. So if you're not going to do that or tackle anything, you're not going to be on the field this year. So yeah, that's what he done brought.
What brought you to UCF?
I think it was coming out of high school. I wasn't highly recruited. I didn't have all the stars and all that other stuff. I feel like what brought me here was I had a cousin that went here, and I remember when UCF offered me, I had watched all the little nights clips, the little night videos, which y'all do when y'all go into different games.
Yeah.
And I was watching that, I was like, man, that's gonna be me. Like, because I remember Cincinnati hit me up the day of. They was telling me how I was gonna try to be like the next Sauce and all this other stuff. And then you had other schools come in later on, but I felt like UCF was the first one to trust me, the first one to give me an opportunity to show the world what I could do.
They believed in you when others didn't.
Facts, most definitely. That's exactly what they did. So yeah, that's why I came to UCF.
Describe the bounce house.
The bounce house might be my favorite place to play in, on the field and off the field when I'm on NCAA. That's one of the best stadiums I done played in. I love playing at home. Away games, I mean, it's cool because you get to see all the little nice buildings and, you know what I'm saying, that stuff. But bounce house is a one of a kind.
You mentioned the video games. I got to ask you, have you played the college football video game? That's like the hoopla in July. Are you a video game person at all?
Not really, but when it comes to sports games like Madden and NCAA, that's what I like to play. So yeah, I've been on the game ever since they first came out. We pre-ordered it. We got the little code for free. We've been on it ever since. That was one of our team bonding things we did. I remember when the game first came out, we had like a party full of maybe 20 guys all playing the game. They were all teammates, and we were just bonding on the game. So yeah.
Who's the best video game player on the team?
Me.
I like that. Who do you play UCF or how many teams do you play?
I do play with UCF a lot. It just depends on who am I going against. Like if it's a dude I know who's on my level and he gets a good team, I gotta get another good team.
Of course.
But when I'm just playing anybody for fun or just any regular like person, I play with UCF because I know what we could do and I know how to use it. So that's how I win my ball games.
As a defensive guy, what's your personality like calling defensive plays there in the video game?
I try to do similar to what we do, just to work on my scheme and work on overall things that we work on day to day in the facility.